From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. Prime Minister Mark Carney is set to meet with leaders from South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand as he continues an Asian trip. He's expected to promote trade, secure foreign investment, and diversify Canada's economic partnerships. He'll also visit the Korean company Hanwha Ocean, which is one of two bidders hoping to build Canada's next submarine fleet. The APEC summit gets underway Friday, and Carney will meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping on that day. Canada Post is cutting an unspecified number of management jobs. It told workers in a letter earlier this week that Canadians have changed the way they use the Postal Service, and the company must change with them. The layoffs come as Canada Post works to reach a new contract with roughly 55,000 unionized employees. They've been on picket lines for more than a month as they take part in rotating strikes. The Bank of Canada cut its benchmark interest rate by a quarter point today while signaling it may be satisfied with where the policy rate stands during ongoing U.S. trade uncertainty.
The central bank's key rate now sits at 2.25% after a second straight cut. Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem says the rate might be at the right level now to keep inflation close to the bank's 2% target, while also supporting the economy through tariff disruptions. That stance, though, is dependent on the economy evolving in line with its outlook for weak growth through the end of this year and a modest increase in the years after. The bank expects trade disruptions will lower GDP by 1.5% by the end of 2026, compared with its projections earlier this year. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
Hurricane Melissa is only partly to blame for the wet and windy Halloween that's in store for the Maritimes. Environment Canada has issued special weather statements for 3 provinces, warning of wind gusts that could reach 80 kilometers per hour and potentially 50 millimeters of rain on Friday. The Canadian Hurricane Center says a low-pressure system is expected to move over the northeastern U.S., where it will draw in tropical moisture from Hurricane Melissa. The hurricane made landfall in Jamaica yesterday and is now moving across Cuba towards the Bahamas, leaving a path of death and destruction. And a Manitoba youth has been handed a life sentence for the death of 3 vulnerable people who were violently attacked in downtown Winnipeg. The 18-year-old, who was 15 at the time of the assaults, has been sentenced as an adult. He previously pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder and manslaughter in the August 2022 beating deaths. Bobby Ballantyne, whose sister Danielle was one of the victims, says he's satisfied with the judge's decision.
Although the sentencing does not bring back my sister or the 2 other victims, I feel like justice has been served.
A Manitoba Court of King's Bench justice says the man will have no chance at parole for 7 years. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Blue Jays rookie Trey Savage gets the start tonight as Toronto looks to grab a 3-2 World Series lead over Los Angeles. The Dodgers will counter with 2-time Cy Young winner Blake Snell, who took the loss in game number 1. The Jays even the series at 2-2 last night with a 6-2 win behind Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s homer and Shane Bieber's steady start. It's a light schedule for the NHL with only one game. The Toronto Maple Leafs visiting the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Leafs skated to a 4-3 win over the visiting Calgary Flames last night and are looking to win 3 straight games for the first time this season. Montreal's Félix Auger-Aliassime advanced to the round of 16 at the Paris Masters tennis tournament with a narrow 3-set win over France's Alexandre Muller today. Auger-Aliassime fired 21 aces as he leaned on his big serve to win the close match. And the struggling Toronto Raptors are home to the Houston Rockets in NBA action. The Raptors have lost 3 straight. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.